What is the future of advancements in occupational health and safety? Our title is a question because it alludes to the unknown future of this relevant topic. In our presentation, we will cover some glimpses of this future, address some current issues and technologies, and suggest our inputs for a sustainable future based on all of this information. We will also look at our progress in this report.
Hello, my name is Alan and my partner name is Julia Gejo. Today we're presenting on topic 4, Occupational Health and Safety. This report has been commissioned by Dr. Alias Gary to investigate the main theory and different implements for injury prevention in the workplace, provided by OSHA, the usage of PDA, and utilization of MOCAP. As technology improved and an increase in the workforce, occupational health and safety became a rising issue. Companies, employers, and especially workers who are previously exposed to dangerous and substandard environment and industrial hazards are currently protected under the supervision and abide by the Governmental Act of OSHA, better known as Occupational Health and Safety Act and Code. OSHA regulations are provincially determined and were newly remodeled on December 1st of 2021. It contains 41 parts, 849 sections, covering a wide variety of precautions and proper industrial guidelines. A derivative from the Workplace Safety Insurance Board and the Functional Ability Evaluations that caters to personal well-being to ensure effective work and safety precaution is PDA, which is known as a Physical Demand Analysis. A physical demand analysis is a document that summarizes specific physical, mental, and environmental demands that are required by the employees in order to sufficiently fulfill their task. The document covers extensive posture and muscle-related strains such as bending, twisting, reaching, elbow flexion, wrist extension, neck strain, hips, knees, ankles, and foot. Physical activities such as pushing, pulling, lifting, and fine motor hand movement. Furthermore, it also contains sensory demand such as hearing, speech, vision, and spatial perception. The document also covers environmental factors such as temperature, whether the job is inside or outside, elevation, slippery surface, fumes, vapors, vibration, noise, and sharp edges. In addition to covering all of the above, it also covers mental demands of the job, such as deadline, pressure, the pacing of the work, multitasking, repetition of a singular task, irregular hours, overtime, traveling, etc. Another innovation that improved health regulation within the workplace is MOCAP, better known as Motion Capture System, has been utilized. Motion captures use recording of motions as a 3D data samples. There are generally two types of MOCAP system, markerless and marker-based format. The markerless system enable motion capture without using any special equipment for tracking the motion. Hence, the entire process can be done using a software, such as Microsoft Program Kinect. While marker-based formats, such as acoustic, mechanical, magnetic, and optical system require a setup of a transmitter and receiver of either light and sound, they could also achieve the same potential. Another iterations of MOCAP is inertial motion capture system, which measure the body posture, body location, movement, and amount of work. Specifically the body measurement and conditions that enter into the program, which are then used as stats to calculate the probability of unsafe movement and potential hazards. This analysis provides real-time feedback on any changes that were required by prior hand knowledge. Therefore, the simulations eliminate any potential risks.
The most important factor of sustainability in occupational health and safety is making sure that the workers can continue to perform their duties in the future. In order to do that, we must analyze their activities and implement better practices. We suggest the use of MOCAP in doing this to eliminate any physical testing on humans and animals. This information from MOCAP can also be used to strengthen the sections in the PDA about each practice. When examining cost, aside from the initial cost of installation, MOCAP is very cost-effective in the long run.
Similar to everyone, We as a group have finished 6 sources varying from documents, fillable forms, and different academic papers regarding the topic of OSHA, PDA, and MOCAP. We have finished the title page, abstract, instruction, background, information, discussion, and conclusion, as per se, from the instruction. We are currently working on completing our cover letter and re-editing our abstract and discussion, taking in account of peer feedback. A challenge that we are experiencing is figuring out how to integrate visual elements such as graph, tables, pictures.
This challenge is because we found it difficult to find visual aspects that correctly supported our topic. Along with that, we had to consider citations and rights of the image. Some other challenges we faced were some small technical difficulties, along with meeting deadlines. However, we feel that we were able to overcome these challenges to finally present our best efforts. The schedule for this report was to complete draft 1, which included the background and the discussion, by March 10th, finish the second draft by March 24th, with all sections also completed. However, we missed the cover letter for this draft, so we plan on finishing our cover letter by April 5th. Then we can continue to make our further revisions and edits based on the peer feedback until April 8th. Lastly, we plan to submit our completed report on April 14th. This will be after our final review, making sure all sections are included and all criteria are met. We received some very positive and constructive feedback from our peer reviewers. I would like to thank them all very much. Some major suggestions were small grammar corrections such as the use of punctuation and capitalization. We were also encouraged to use better or more precise word choice to aid the flow of ideas as well as perfect our professional tone. Organization was another area that we needed to improve in. The use of smaller paragraphs was a suggestion in doing this. We plan on implementing all of these suggestions into our final analytical report. However, one suggestion that we decided not to take into consideration in some areas is to split up our paragraphs into smaller sections. Although this is a useful suggestion, in some places we feel that it will negatively impact the flow and connection of larger topics. Overall, we feel that through our analytical report, a lot of the information can be learned about occupational health and safety, in particular the ACT, PDA, and MOCAP. Our goal was to spark thought about the future of this topic and also to firmly support that occupational health and safety is a right and a responsibility of the employees and the employers. We hope that through this report, we were able to underline the significance of this topic in industry. We enjoyed the process of writing this report, and we are confident that we can effectively get the facts and our opinions across, meeting all the criteria of this report. Thank you very much for listening to our presentation. Here are the references that we used for our sources, our images, and the slides themes.